This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories, and welcome to my review of The Batman. Warning, there will be spoilers in this. So, let's just get right into it. And the first thing I have to say is, this was an amazing movie. I think they did a really good job with this, and it was interesting to see everything they did. This movie, although it is 3 hours long, is a great 3 hours, and I'm planning to watch it once again this weekend with my friends. I saw it opening night with family, and then I'm going to be seeing it later this weekend once again because this is just a great movie. I definitely think that they were able to juggle their multiple villains really well and to tell a good, compelling story with just so many characters. We have Catwoman, who was done really well. There was also Riddler, Penguin, and Falcone. I think that each of them were done really well in this movie, and they proved as great antagonists, and with Catwoman as a great ally. The thing I also liked is that this is the first time it truly felt like Batman and Commissioner Gordon would be able to work together and actually have a good relationship together, although it was pretty decent in the Dark Knight trilogy. With this, we see them going to multiple crime scenes, we see them working together well and being in good communication. And I think that of all, Batman and Gordon relationships, this is the best one, although I still do like the Gotham portrayal more. I think that of Gordon's with Batman, this one definitely is the best. And looking at some of the other versions of the characters, we have really good portrayals of them. I don't think anyone was done poorly in this, and they were all done in a unique but interesting way. It didn't really feel like you were going in watching the typical versions of these characters. With Falcone, we have a criminal who is a lot more interested here, not in keeping Gotham as a great place like he was in the Gotham show. We have one who's a lot more obsessed with power, and he is going to take out anyone in his way. Because in Gotham, you have a very, nice mob boss, but here he is a very brutal one and will take care of people without mercy. And looking at some other ones, Penguin was done well. He definitely proves as an interesting villain, and I'm interested to see how his series goes. And then with some other stuff, I think that we have some really good villains in this. I really like that we have some of these characters just done in such interesting ways. We get to see everyone doing just really everything. I don't feel like, we have someone that's just boring. Catwoman is unique with the fact that, well, they take place with her, with first off the thing of her actually being the daughter of Falcone. And we go to other things like the fact that she is not really a full-on thief in this, but more of an anti-hero already, and wanting to, just steal from her father. And in this universe, it is officially confirmed because in Dark Knight, not Dark Knight Returns, Long Halloween, and Dark Victory, we have the hint towards it, but we never have it officially confirmed. This storyline was also tackled in the Long Halloween movie, which came out last year, and I have reviewed, where they tackled that storyline. But yeah, I think that also with Riddler's plan, it was done really well, and how he was able to trick Batman into doing basically all of the hard work of it. He got him to figure out everything on Falcone, and then just simply shot him and killed him. We have a really well executed storyline. We get to see that also all the prisons are the same. We have Blackgate and Arkham, and although it is Arkham State Hospital, we still have some interesting stuff. We get to see that there's stuff like Bruce Wayne's father, Thomas Wayne, operating on Falcone and saving his life, which is always interesting, but we also get to see a unique version of the Waynes being a little shady, and they could have just done this like they did in Batman the Telltale series, which I recently just finished playing, where they were just straight up corrupt, but they didn't do that. Instead, they went and did the storyline in a pretty unique way that they were still good people, but in a moment of weakness, Thomas Wayne wanted to protect his wife and her reputation, so she was not treated poorly. He didn't care about his mayoral election. But we also have an interesting, mystery in who had the Waynes killed. We have Falcone blaming Maroni, and then Alfred going and blaming Falcone, but since Falcone is dead, and Maroni is in jail and will not admit this, we know that this happens, and I think also the part with Maroni being taken down to have everything go his way and put everything under Falcone's control was definitely interesting, and they use that to boost the careers of everyone. I also like how, with the Riddler, he was mainly focusing on targets of people who were rich and powerful, and that served as problems in the system, but then his final attack was just to try and take out as many people as possible to, go and truly destroy Gotham. I think that was an interesting twist, and I like how we have our finale with Batman not even fighting his villain. Batman never confronts the Riddler in a fight. The best that we get of the confrontation between Batman and Riddler is inside of that room that they're in, the interrogation room at Arkham. And that was a pretty unique way to do it. I think that we definitely need more unique storylines with this. And I just think they did such a great job with the Batman. Looking at some of the other stuff, we have characters that are just done so well. We have a good relationship between Bruce and Alfred, and a good plot twist when Alfred is nearly killed. We think that everything is happening at the same time, but we learn that the explosion has happened already and they're far too late. Although I was thinking that the Riddler knew Bruce was Batman, it turns out that I was wrong, but we still have a great parallel between the two and how they are becoming really similar. One thing I didn't notice is that the guy at the end that Batman was pretty brutally beating up after being shot by him and then going after to save Catwoman was a really nice scene. I also really like just how everything was done. I think that we just have such a fun time with this. We get to see how Batman is doing in his early years, but also learning the lessons that he can't just be a full-on force of vengeance. He needs to give hope to the people, but also can't let himself fall far too down, or else he'll become like the Riddler, and that it's not something he wants to do. And I think we have a really interesting thing at the end where we have the Joker. He is getting ready to go and take down Batman and wants to work with the Riddler. We don't get to fully see him, and we only just get the laugh to confirm it's him, although We strongly suspect it. And I think that if this is supposed to be a trilogy, we won't be seeing the Joker until the third film, and he'll be manipulating the people who are in these other shows. Whoever is the villain of the Batman 2, which we'll just call it for now, he will be using that person, and then he will be teaming up with some other villains in the Batman 3. But yeah, I am really excited to see how this is gonna go. This was a really well done movie, and I'm really interested in this universe. They did a great job with this, and with adapting the comics. They have such interesting stuff that has never really been done in live action, with Catwoman being the daughter of Falcone. We get the storyline of Thomas Wayne saving Falcone, and they didn't even need to do that because with this, we have it, no Thomas Wayne really appearing. We have him appearing in different interviews, but that's it. We don't get to see stuff like the scenes where the parents get killed, since we've seen that just so many times. And I like how they were still able to have what has happened to his parents happen in the movie, but not going out and showing it, since that's been a part of every version of Batman. And no matter what, it seems like we get that scene at least once a decade. I believe it was in The Long Halloween. So, yeah, once a decade seems a guarantee for this. But yeah, I just loved this movie so much. I had such a great time, and I didn't feel like it was 3 hours long when watching it. I would, just check the time on my watch to see how much time truly passed. And when I looked and I saw that it was only an hour, and I was like, wow, it just feels like not that much time has passed because I've been having such a great time watching it. And yeah, I want to know what you think about the Batman. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next episode of Legends and Theories. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.